The highly anticipated Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul heavyweight clash is just around the corner, and tensions have skyrocketed after a fiery confrontation between the two at the Cowboys vs. Saints game. Fans were left stunned as Jake and Mike squared off in the very stadium where they'll fight on November 15th, 2024. Just when it seemed Jake couldn't stir up more controversy, he took things to a whole new level. Jake didn't just take jabs at Tyson's age or experience, he went straight for his legacy. In an explosive exchange, Jake Paul taunted Mike Tyson, not only questioning his current skills but disrespecting his entire career. "You were great back then, Mike, but now you're just holding on to your past," Jake said, igniting outrage from Tyson's loyal fans. He didn't stop there, going as far as to say, "November 15th is the day I send you into retirement for good." The bold and audacious statement sent shockwaves through the crowd, setting the stage for what could be one of the most dramatic showdowns in boxing history. That comment was the final straw for Tyson's loyal fan base, who have been rallying behind their hero from the start. This might really be the end for Jake Paul, because it's not just the fans who are after him. Tyson has unleashed the beast inside of him. You don't want to miss this. Let's break it down. It's no secret that Jake Paul has been on a wild ride since stepping into the boxing world. He's fought big names, talked even bigger trash, and become one of the most polarizing figures in sports. But this might be his craziest move yet. As for the Cowboys vs. Saints game, Parsons threw a pass, trying to spark some momentum. It was an intense Sunday night, and the Saints came out swinging from the start, putting up points like it was nothing. In the end, the Saints walked away with a crushing 4-4-1-9 victory over the Cowboys. However, what really had fans going wild wasn't the game, it was the heated showdown between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are pulling out all the stops to make this the biggest fight of the decade, and let's be honest, they're keeping fans on edge. From trash talking at every event to epic face-offs, they're pushing the hype to a whole new level. Fight fans are getting more than they bargained for: pure chaos, wild antics, and next-level drama. These two know exactly how to keep us hooked, and as the fight draws closer, it's only going to get crazier. What went down at the Cowboys game is enough to keep the entire boxing community buzzing for weeks. Let's face it, when you're standing next to a legend like Mike Tyson, you'd expect anyone with a bit of sense to show some respect. But Jake Paul? He's taking things way beyond the limit. But Jake Paul? Respect isn't even in his vocabulary when it comes to a showdown. This guy has built his entire career off his brash personality and no-nonsense attitude. Sure, it gets people talking, hypes up the fights, and fuels the drama, no doubt about that. But when Jake goes after someone like Mike Tyson, fans aren't having it. I mean, come on, we're talking about Iron Mike, the same guy who dominated the heavyweight division and sent shivers down the spine of every opponent who stepped into the ring with him. You'd think Jake would dial it back a little when facing a legend like that, right? Not a chance. Jake's whole brand is built around being that guy, and he's sticking to it, no matter who's standing across from him. Jake Paul is the guy who does what no one else will, the guy who doesn't care who you are or what you've done. He's out to prove he can hang with the legends, even if it means stepping on toes or, in this case, throwing serious shade. At the Cowboys vs. Saints game, Jake didn't hold back when he insulted Tyson to his face. He called Tyson old, said his best days were behind him, and even hinted that Tyson's only stepping into the ring to stay relevant. Ouch. This is Mike Tyson we're talking about, the guy who redefined what it means to deliver a knockout, and Jake's pushing the limits by going after such an icon. Mike Tyson is an artist in the ring, the guy who's been through countless wars and come out stronger every time. And when Jake Paul disrespected him, the fans were furious. You could feel the energy shift in the stadium as boos echoed around, especially from the older crowd who've been die-hard Tyson supporters for decades. They weren't having any of it. Social media exploded with people calling Jake out, saying he crossed a line, disrespecting legends like Tyson and even Muhammad Ali. Some of Jake's own followers were like, "Dude, maybe chill a bit, but let's be real, Jake knows exactly what he's doing." This is the same guy who's gone toe-to-toe with big names, always leaning into trash talk to create buzz. It's part of what makes his fights must-see TV. However, when you start talking about ogs like Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson, Jake's usual antics cross into dangerous territory. He's walking a fine line between building hype and showing pure disrespect, and it's starting to catch up with him.
You had to go on your little menopause break and postpone the fight, so yeah. What about that, dog? I was ready before. You needed a little break. Your tummy hurt? Your tummy hurt still?
Jake Paul, being the master of drama, took Tyson's mention of his health as a green light to go all in. Jake lit up like it was a joke and started taking shots right then. And there, you sure you can even make it to fight night, Mike? You look like you're one press conference away from passing out. It was obvious Jake was grasping at straws. Meanwhile, Tyson remained super chill and unbothered. A simple look from Tyson was enough to make Jake sweat bullets, showing who really had the upper hand. This wasn't just a fight, it was a mind game. Mike Tyson is not someone you mess with lightly. The dude is a legend for a reason. While Jake was flapping his gums, Tyson did what he does best: he kept calm. You could feel the storm brewing beneath that calm demeanor, with fans at the stadium on edge, waiting for Tyson to react or throw down right then and there. But Tyson, being the OG that he is, kept it professional, just barely. You know that intensity is going to show up in the ring. The thing with Tyson is that he's been through it all. He's fought the best, faced enormous challenges and come back from incredible odds. A little trash talk from Jake Paul isn't going to throw him off his game. Disrespecting Tyson's health might be a whole other story, and you can bet Tyson's ready to make Jake pay for every single word come November 15th. Jake is about to step into the ring with Mike Tyson, one of the greatest legends in boxing history. This isn't just another celebrity match or an easy win, this is the real deal. If Jake wants to prove he's not just a YouTuber playing dress up, he needs this victory. Jake Paul needs to shut down the critics and prove he belongs in the boxing world. Facing Mike Tyson is a massive step up from Jake's previous opponents, and a win here could legitimize his entire boxing career. Let's not forget the big picture. November 15th, 2024 is the date everyone has been waiting for, the night Jake steps into the ring with none other than Mike Tyson. After the drama at the Cowboys-Saints game, this fight has shifted from hype to must-see. Jake has built a career on stirring the pot, but this time he might have gone too far. Tyson isn't just any opponent, he's a boxing icon. Disrespecting him by calling out his health crosses a whole new level of disrespect, which could fuel Tyson to bring his A game.
Day 2, we're getting ready for you.
The hype around the Mike Tyson vs Jake Paul fight is absolutely through the roof right now. Tickets are flying off the shelves like hotcakes, and fans are placing bets as if it's the Super Bowl of boxing. This is the clash of the era's Jake Paul going toe-to-toe with Mike Tyson, the legendary heavyweight who was once the most feared man in the ring. Count me in. When this matchup was first announced, many, including you and me, were skeptical. I mean, come on, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson sounded like something out of a wild dream. But fast forward to now and it's a reality. It's clear that this fight has really grown on us. The buzz has reached a fever pitch, and fight fans are literally on the edge of their seats. It's like the boxing world collectively decided, okay, maybe we do want to see this after all. Jake may have gotten under Tyson's skin, but come November 15th, we'll see if he can back it up. Once those gloves go on, all the talk stops, and it's time to prove who's really the king of the ring. Jake has a big mouth, but Tyson brings the history, skill, and power to shut it down. So there you have it, Fight World. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing news. We'll see you in the next video with the latest updates.